You know, I've not made one of these videos in a very long time, but it appears today is a bit of an unavoidable situation, and it's related to the dried ghast and the fact that something really does not quite align with this block here. Yeah, that's right, I destroyed this village. I don't regret it. This is on r/Minecraft, this is not on r/PhoenixSC, which is why I kind of missed it, but I was tagged, and so I must respond. A slight pixel of dried ghast is out when you put it in 1 block water, and now I can't unsee it. And we've got here the culprit. I don't know why, this didn't really affect me too much because I kind of expected that it would happen. Got the legs here of the dried ghast that are kind of peeking out ever so slightly out of the water. The reason I expected this is because I know how liquids render in Minecraft, so this is not too surprising for me. However, a lot of you guys don't actually know why this happens. I mean, I suppose if they downscale the ghast, maybe it will resolve it, but I don't know if they will unless a bug report is filed and they prioritize it. Over here, I have the actual example. So we've got the dried ghast inside the water block, and you can see they do indeed peek out ever so slightly. Not just on this side. You can see it on this side, and that's it. Wait, they have 9 tentacles, don't they? Why are there only 6? Anyway, you can see that they do indeed peek out ever so slightly, and if I place it in a different position, like over here, it does exactly the same thing. So this is not block specific. Alright, so what exactly is going on here? So, liquids in Minecraft render differently to blocks. This is in fact to avoid Z-fighting. If I zoom into this water block over here, you can see they are a little bit smaller than 1 block. And zooming in here, you can also tell that the pressure plate is exactly the same thing. The same thing occurs with flowing water. This water is flowing all the way down, and because the discrepancy is so tiny, it's not really noticeable even when it's doing this. So water renders exactly the same way as lava. Lava is also a little bit smaller than 1 block. This inconsistency is not present with regular blocks. This is the case for multiple reasons, because blocks obviously have to tile, and if they are smaller, you can see a gap in between all of them. Additionally, if I scale this down to like, I don't know, 90%, so you can see the size of the block, we'll refresh this, you would be able to see through the world, which obviously cannot happen. Now, because liquids are transparent, they don't have the same issue as regular blocks. So the solution that Mojang have come up with is actually quite straightforward. Water will render about 99.8% smaller than regular blocks, so this water block does not peek through the stairs, for example, if it waterlogs it. You can see the stairs peek out exactly the same way as the dried ghast. It's a little bit bigger, and another example here is the slab. You can see it stops right at the top here. But of course, it doesn't really stop. It actually goes right through the block. You can see as I fly through the top of the slab, the water is still there. It's just a little bit smaller so you don't see it. So I guess a way to fix this, if you really insist, is to just shrink the dried ghast block a little bit so it doesn't do this. They're not being soaked correctly. I have the block bench file here, so I'll shrink it down to the same ratio as water in the game, which is 99.8%. So like this, and if I save it, immediately you have plain fighting. The textures of the tentacle are fighting with the water block, so you kind of have this flashing effect going on. So I've just made it 95%, which should be okay. And now the dried ghast is a little bit smaller, so it is completely submerged in the water. It does not come right out at all. And I guess this is one fix. It doesn't really change anything, I think. The hitbox doesn't make sense now, but at the very least, we don't have that problem, which has found its way to the top of r/Minecraft, so I guess it's a big deal. Thanks for the tag, thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next video.